Hey,
I don't even think we should do this. Good gracious, man. This is ridiculous.
hey, some
This dude
difficulties.
just
Hey,
dropped off. I was like, what is
yeah.
this?
Hey, the email. Well, something's going on, man. We might have a lovely discussion. That's all. Yeah. Come
But
on,
did you
bring the
even send it
smoke.
to me? You didn't send nothing to me.
Yeah. We sent it to you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
looking now. I don't
why.
see it. Oh, okay. I see
I
it
know.
now.
Yeah. It's all good. Things happen. We don't want
Yeah,
them to happen.
I'm gonna send you the yeah, we got 8
What's
people
up?
on here. That's what's up. What's up, peoples? Checking us
Yeah.
out, checking us out. I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah.
We
We
got a
have a
little technical talk to the folks, man. I'm why I try to get this
yeah.
technical difficulty together,
Hey,
man.
I
We
don't know
got
what we went through today. How was y'all day? I can ask that. How was your day? Okay. Because these technical difficulties that we were having earlier, the audio didn't want to work right. The camera was acting up. I mean, what's
mm,
going on? We just want to speak to the people. Let the people speak to us. Let us know, how was your day today? Are you just getting off work? Are you in traffic? Where are you from? Where you watching us from? Let us know. Okay,
what's up?
yo.
What's up? What's up,
All right.
peoples?
That's what's
Uh,
up. That's what's up. Just a friendly discussion.
that's all. We're gonna talk a little bit.
Hey, woo! We got some heat coming on right now.
What's
Hey,
up,
I know who
peoples?
that. I know who that.
You
Rob
know a couple.
Castro shout
You know
out.
who a couple people
I
this
believe
is.
so.
Okay,
Yeah. But we
okay.
just old friendly discussion. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Talk about what's going on. Are you for it or against it? I mean, um, we only know right now what they're telling us. Is it's ongoing right now. So just to get your opinions, that's all it
Yeah,
is. A lot of
yeah.
things opinion based, but the facts that they done told us are the facts. Do you believe? I mean, we just want to hear from you. It's okay to have these discussions, because look, we're not going to fight about it. It's all good, whether you're for it or against it. I tell you what, you're not against. You're not against, or you're not for Americans losing their lives over these issues right now. Okay, we can agree on that. I know we can agree on that. We can.
For sure.
Yeah, but how was your day, people? Did you have to work today? Some people didn't have to work today. They have those schedules. They work 2 days, off 3 days. Think I like something like that. I would. Ask a question and I will tell you the facts. Okay. That's Jessica. Okay. Okay. What facts? What facts? We're gonna ask some questions. You can ask the questions. You can tell us the facts. Are
Yeah.
these factual opinions? I will ask you that. I like saying that sometimes, you know, because we
I
all
think we
have.
might be.
You think we on? We good? Are we good?
I think we might be
He
good,
hooking us
man.
up.
I'm trying, bro. And look. Hey, we had so much going on.
They said, "Do you like
Trying to do.
Trump?" Please tell me. Okay.
Man, please, what do you like? You don't
Ah,
like your president? Is that what you're trying to
hey,
tell
this
us?
is our president, y'all.
Is that what you're trying to tell us? You?
I'm reading it right now. I'm reading the question that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look, all actuality,
Chimps.
all the people. Hello, Chimps.
This all.
What's up? What's up, Mike?
It's
Let's
talking trash.
go. He said, Chimps. What do you mean by that, good sir?
I'm
Come
telling you,
on.
man. Folks,
Somebody said, I love Trump. Hey, we have some
mm,
person who said
you
that,
like Trump?
You know,
What do y'all think?
I
What do y'all think about what he's been doing? What he did over the weekend? The weekend was hot.
it
Hot.
was.
It was
It
hot.
was.
President
Uh,
Trump said gave the go on some craziness.
Shout out to
So
Weezy.
I'm thinking like, man, come on now. He
Mm,
bringing the heat over there in Iran. What do y'all think about that?
well, the
Hey,
block is
look,
hot.
since we got some new people on this joint, just our little background, we both retired military. We both retired military. I'm retired Army. That gentleman to my I guess that would be y'all left or whatever. But he's a retired Navy, so
Yeah, yeah,
Guarantee.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we've
Yes,
been
sir.
over there. I was in Iraq. He was in Afghanistan. So we've been over
Yeah.
there in the heat and all of that good stuff. But
And in
yeah.
Bahrain, you know, yeah.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
yeah. You
feel
was
for
you
I pray for
yeah,
those people who
yeah,
lived over there 18 months, you know, lived over there,
yeah,
stayed right
yeah,
across from the
yeah.
base. It's an intimate, smaller base and no defense for aerial assault, no defense
Hmm.
whatsoever. So I give it up to the men and women that's over there, that's serving the civilians. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, our families, our dependents can go. I was thinking about bringing my kids at the time when I was married over there
Hmm.
because the school system is so good, you know.
Really,
But for this to
really. I ain't know
happen,
that.
oh yeah, we we
I ain't
we
know
we
that.
actually protect the school over there. We walk around armed up. We protect the school because some of
Ah.
the princes, prince and dignitary goes
Hmm.
to that school. They have professors from all over that teach at that school that we, you know, that we're at, that we're manned up at. So the
Hmm.
education over there system for our kids go there for free. It was outstanding because the kids
Hmm.
that go there, even
Hmm.
elementary age, they live there also.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so this is a nice compound. But uh
Okay.
that being said, you know, just our prayers, our hearts goes out to everybody that's over there. You know,
Of
we can
course.
agree on that.
Of
Hopefully,
course.
you know,
Definitely.
uh I will say this, you know, everybody, it's so many people, you know, like I said before, people are either they dislike the president to where it is almost hate the president to either they like him or they hate him and whatever. That's unfortunate. There's no
Hmm.
even no common ground. You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
beforehand, we done had this discussion many times, people. You know, you could be like, I don't like that decision they made, but they all right. No, there's no
Yeah.
middle ground here. You know, so I just say ask you to be fair, you know, in what you're gonna say. And if that's what you believe, truly put it down because we big enough to take it, you know. We
Yeah.
big enough to just listen to you and talk with you. That's all we want to do. That's it, you know.
Yeah.
If you
Guaranteed.
don't like us, you can keep going, but hopefully you'll stay here and we can talk, you know. Hopefully.
You know how that is. There's
But
definitely
yeah,
a lot
we
of
got
well, you see something?
only infantry refers to others as I was in Afghanistan in 2010. Helmand
Okay.
Province. Okay, Afghanistan. I was Kandahar. Let's go. I know what you're talking about. Oh nine
You
to
was there in
10.
was you there in 10? Was you in because I was
I was
there.
leaving 10. I was leaving in
You left in
10.
10? Okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I think like
That's what's
April,
up.
something like that. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I left Iraq in 10 too as well. It was in May. So yeah. We was
Yeah.
over there, but in two different locations. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, and I almost, you know, people, I could share this with you. I haven't even told you this, Kane, but I
What's
almost
up?
had the the possibility of meeting my father in Iraq. My dad old, but he was
Hmm.
still in the guard. I think he was like
Ah.
him and another guy was the oldest people to go deploy. And I was
Hmm.
leaving Afghanistan. You know that little, I don't know if it's Kuwait, the little meeting point where either you're gonna go to Afghanistan, you're gonna go to Iraq.
Yes,
We
yes,
almost met,
yes.
you know, but I got there a
Hmm.
couple of days later, you know, so that would have been cool, you know. Uh
Hmm. Guaranteed. Same
yeah,
Black
Black Ops
Ops
only
only.
been dealing.
Mm.
Roger that.
What's up, Jessica?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, okay.
And we just have so many different things, you know, when we was over there, Kane, you can attest, and the other people like military people,
Hmm.
uh who was one of the KBR? It was so many contractors, big contractors. Everybody was
Man,
working. I mean,
man,
I'm trying to think of them. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
You know that was
KBR
there.
was the
Even the
main one.
civilians.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And they have American, you know, civilians. And I met older grandmamas. One lady worked at the MWR uh building, this
Hmm.
scale building. She was just handing out different things for us. But it's like, man, what are you doing over here?
Hmm.
Say, hey, oh, my kids all grown up. They was paying her some good money just to hand out different things, recreational things for the troops, the sailors,
Yeah,
Marines,
yeah,
all of
yeah.
that, you know, to get your mind off of what's going on over there. So, you know,
Hmm.
shout out to everybody. Everybody plays a part when you're dealing overseas. It's not just straight military, civilians over there doing the
Mm-hmm.
thing too and helping out in their supportive role. So shout out to everybody.
Yep. Thank you for your
Thank you for
service,
yours.
Grant.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
definitely,
yes, yes.
definitely. Is that
Hey,
true?
you're right.
Is
Hey,
that
well,
true?
look, Dick Cheney was the man. Okay, 100%.
Uh-huh.
Bud Bundy, I think he had to sell. If maybe he had a lot of shares in there, because I
Mm-hmm.
thought he had to sell it before he became vice president and things of that nature. He had a
Okay.
big
Okay.
part of it over there.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
old
Thank
Big
you.
Kane, y'all know he did Navy and Army. You know,
Yeah, I did them
we
both.
wanted
I
him to
did them
stay
both.
Navy, but he did them
Uh-uh.
both. I
I
wasn't
did them
used to
both.
that. But Kane took me on a run up in Virginia. It
Oh
was snow
yeah.
on the ground. 30, I think it was like 31 degrees or something. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
Navy don't train like this, brother. He said, "Hey, let's go. Just shorts,
That's
this jacket, and that little covering of the hat. After
that's it. That's
15,
all you
20
need.
minutes, you won't need it, brother.
That's
After we
that's
started
what I'm talking
running,
about. Yeah.
15 minutes, you was hot. Oh yeah. So shout out to the different branches. I still think the Navy the best, but roger that.
Oh, well, I mean, that's on you. That's on you. But
Yeah,
guaranteed,
and
man, we had some good
Bud
times.
said, Bud Bundy said he made millions first. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, I would
Oh,
say
we
the
talking
War
about yeah.
Machine, the War Machine. A lot of the people profited big time
Mm-hmm.
over there. That was connected. I will say that. That's
Yeah, of course.
a big deal right there. Yeah, but y'all know
Mm-hmm.
whether I'll say this, and we don't have to just jump right into it. What else
Yeah.
is going on? Where y'all coming? Where y'all hitting us up from? Where are you at?
I think I seen somebody from Georgia on
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yeah, from where was that in Georgia? In UK, I think.
Oh
UK, I
okay. That's
seen
what's
that.
up. Okay.
Now, I don't know why somebody talking about a linebacker from the University of Tennessee. Maybe because I got the
Oh,
Arkansas Razorbacks, so that's SEC. I see what's up. I hear you.
hey
That's what's
y'all.
up.
That's
That's what's
just
up. Yeah, I see it in the background, guaranteed.
yeah. Well, he
Even though
wasn't no
we,
linebacker,
even though we
y'all.
were trash, though we were trash. But it is what it is.
Okay,
Oh, Ohio.
Ohio. That's what's
Okay,
up. That's what's
okay,
up.
Ohio. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guaranteed. Where everybody else checking in from? Guaranteed. Where y'all at? I know we got some all over the world around here. Where
Yeah.
y'all checking in from?
We
Talk to
gotta
us
have
on a
at least
Tuesday evening.
Alabama. Mm-hmm.
Nah, ain't nobody from Alabama, brother.
Come on, Roll Tide. It's still alive. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Come on.
Yeah,
In
I'm
Ohio, I don't like
good.
y'all football team either. I have to say that. Okay, we said Scotland,
What?
Milligan. Let's go.
What? They the
Manchester,
Manchester.
England.
See, I knew we
Hey,
was
that's
all
what's up.
over. I knew we was all over. Guaranteed, man.
And I want to hear y'all take on, being Scotland and England, places that's not, United States. What is your take on the subject matter that we're going to talk about?
Yeah.
What's been done? What's going on? Is it affecting you guys over there? Just
I
what are
would I
your
would be
thoughts?
curious about that. I would be curious, and is it affecting Scotland and England, or I'm pretty sure that maybe we are probably utilizing some of their landing strips and things of that nature to fuel up and asking for things like that. I can see that happening because of the proximity of everything, just to come over here,
Yeah,
get something, and they have to be on board. Whatever country has to be on board. That's one of the things, and not all the time everybody's on board. So I don't know, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that. He said proximity. He amazes me with those big words. Okay. I'm just playing. But Bud Bundy, I don't like Ohio State. I'm gonna have to tell you that. Ever since y'all thought y'all was a powerhouse, and I'm glad to hear you are for Bama and Road Tide. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say right there. But
Mm.
that's what's up. So for our people that's overseas and everything, we appreciate you jumping on, just spending a little
Hell, man.
time.
Yeah, I
We
know it's
just trying
kind
to
of
grow,
late.
y'all.
It's kind of late there. I know.
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
anything happened locally for you guys? Like anything, any warnings or anything that they put out there for you guys to kind of be aware of? Is the plane action as far as in people coming in, and has that changed, or they delaying flights or anything like that? You know, what did I
Oh,
say?
we got it.
Yeah,
We got an American
I
airfield. I
told
didn't know
you.
that. Man.
I
I
told
didn't know
you.
that. He was
I
saying that
told
it's
you.
for
Yeah.
strategic purposes. That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
We got to refuel somewhere and do some things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what they
Mm,
would probably drop down, get what they need, get whatever they need, and then jump back up in the air and do what they got to do.
yeah. Well,
And it's been a lot. Go ahead.
have you traveled out there? Have you been out there? I haven't been
I ain't never been.
UK anything. I've been different parts of Europe or whatever, but not
Yeah.
anywhere where they're talking about.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
England,
I've been
Manchester. No, sir.
none of those, and only like Germany and France and Spain, those places like that.
I think I traveled to that
Iceland.
country. I traveled
What's
to
up?
that country of Ohio. My bad, Bunny. Hey, Bunny. I'm messing with you. Hey, but that's what's up. Yeah. But they said they had put out UK is crap, bro. Come on.
Well, we ain't been
Come
there. I
on.
mean,
If we haven't been there, I know. I hear y'all say bruh a lot, bruh.
mhm.
Yeah, they say that a lot. But it would be interesting to see, to go over there. So
Mhm.
maybe that'd be a trip we'll do. Go retire Army. Oh, 23 years, 23 years.
Okay.
Yes, Sergeant.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Two in Iraq,
Two
two in
Iraq,
Afghanistan.
okay. It's Ireland,
Ireland,
Greece,
Greece. I know he
Germany,
knew about
Kyrgyzstan.
Germany. Okay, Kurdistan.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to go to Kurdistan. I know you probably stayed there. That's where they had the barracks, right? Or everybody would, before they fly somewhere, maybe to Germany, Kurdistan, and it'll be a whole platoon, battalion, I think that's the place they would say Kurdistan or whatever. Maybe you have you could drink 2 beer minimum there, because they know you're not about to go back down range. So you can let us know. But thank you for your service. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I ain't never
Master
heard of
Sergeant,
that.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've heard of that. Kurdistan.
Well, it had to be
I mean,
probably when he was coming back from Afghanistan.
okay.
I think.
Okay.
I
I know
think.
we did the whole Kuwait thing, Ali Salim and all over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's what I remember. Definitely.
Yeah. But let me see.
I'll
I'll
take
take Trump over.
storm
Okay.
any day. Yeah.
Roger that. So
See?
you support. Okay. Pete's Bar.
I don't know.
No.
What's Pete?
Well, Pete's Bar is that's in Ohio. That's Bundy. So are you? Is that in Ohio?
Probably so.
Mhm.
Probably so. Oh yeah.
Correct. That's what's up. That's
Mhm.
what's.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
So, Kane, everybody, we're gonna be in and out of the conversation, people. Just in and out. Hopefully, everybody share what you feel, just how you truly feel about what's going on. We know Epic Fury is started Saturday, the 28th of February at 01:15. Now, initially, President Trump said the regime had capabilities, maybe massive enough to hit Europe, y'all, and hitting our bases overseas.
Yeah.
That our country was very much nearly under threat. Okay. That was initially. Okay. Initially. So it's been only 4 days. 2 days later, Mark Rubio, Secretary of State, right? He said that
I actually got it if you want to listen to it.
Well, we're going to listen to it, but I won't. I hope it's what I wrote down from listen to. Okay, because if it deviates from that, then we're going to have a discussion.
Okay, all right. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see what we got. Because
somebody said have a great night. Roger.
All right. Yeah, I know it's late over there. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro. Because
check out our content.
It's late over there. I know it's late over there. Guaranteed. All right, here we go. Hopefully it don't do nothing crazy, but We'll let
Hey,
it.
y'all,
Let me know if you can
we
hear.
all in this together, y'all.
Guaranteed.
I don't understand what the confusion
Can
is.
you hear that?
Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
Once again, as clearly
Okay.
as possible. Perhaps you'll report it that way. The United States is conducting an operation to eliminate the threat of Iran's short-range ballistic missiles and the threat posed by their Navy, particularly to naval assets. That is what it is focused on doing right now, and it's doing quite successfully. I'll leave it to the Pentagon and the Department of War to discuss the tactics behind that and the progress that's being made. That is the clear objective of this mission. The second question that's been asked is, why now? Well, there's two reasons why now. The first is it was abundantly clear that if Iran came under attack by anyone, the United States or Israel or anyone, they were going to respond against the United States. The orders had been delegated down to the field commanders. It was automatic, and in fact, it bared to be true because, in fact, within an hour of
This
the
Marco
initial
Rubio,
attack on the
Secretary
leadership
of State,
compound,
Jason.
the missile forces in the south and in the north, for that matter, had already been activated to launch. In fact, those had already been pre-positioned. The third is the assessment that was made that if we stood and waited for that attack to come first before we hit them, we would suffer much higher casualties. And so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act. Going back to the purpose. The purpose of this is to destroy that missile capability. Why does Iran want that ballistic missile capability? What they are trying to do and have been trying to do for a very long time is build a conventional weapons capability as a shield where they can hide behind. Meaning, there would come a point where they have so many conventional missiles, so many drones, and it can inflict so much damage that no one can do anything about their nuclear program. That is what they were trying to do, is put themselves in a place of immunity where the damage they could inflict on the region would be so high that no one can do anything about their nuclear program or their nuclear ambitions. They are producing, estimates, over 100 of these missiles a month. Compare that to 6 or 7 interceptors that can be built a month. They can build 100 of these a month, not to mention the thousands of one-way attack drones that they also have. They've been doing this for a very long time. And by the way, they've been doing it under sanction. You see the attacks they're conducting right now? They're attacking airports. They're attacking hotels. They're hitting not just military bases. They're attacking embassies directly. They're attacking facilities that have nothing to do with war or with military.
I want to pause.
Iran.
We need to talk. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Now, he done said a lot, people. Okay. Now, Bud, my Ohio person, you got right there, it should pop up on the screen. Netanyahu has been saying that Iran has been close to acquiring nuclear weapons for 30 years. True, 100%. Okay, I like that you went there right there. Okay, now my question to everybody, as we listen to him and we dissecting a little bit of it, now that goes against what I read, what President Trump said. You know, he came out more efficiently, Marco Rubio, with what he just stated. Okay, now he did state, okay, the Israeli forces, Israel, was going to go ahead and have actions, you know, go ahead and start this right here. Okay, they let us know. Now, if Iran said this, if one of you guys attack us, then we're gonna attack everybody, you know. As we see, they have at least the missiles to reach Bahrain, reach Dubai, and things of that nature, where we have American troops at. So could we have negotiated? Could we have did this? Israel, hold up for a second. You've been saying they had nuclear weapons. We still they don't have that capability just yet. And maybe you have some footage saying that they are years away from that, okay? But it's like Israel went ahead and made that decision where we had to jump in. We didn't have to, but if they're going to make that threat of going ahead and shooting and going in there, then they're going to unload on us and we won't be prepared. So we jumped in, but that's like Israel dictated that's
proactive,
to
though.
us. Well, you say proactive. You say that's cool, but we jumped in. My question to everybody, should we be in this right now?
He just told you why. He just told you why. You don't
Because he
believe
said
that, though.
Kane. No, I'm
You
not
don't
saying I
believe it.
don't
You don't
believe
believe
it.
it then.
No, Kane, I'm not
That's what
saying
you're
I
trying to
just
tell me.
don't believe it. No.
So tell me
If
what
we
you're
go
saying
by
then.
what the president said first, and then he came across and cleaned it up, we know nothing about them having long-range missiles to reach Europe, to possibly reach us. No way. No, if
Well,
that's
he
correct,
didn't say long range. He didn't say long range.
no, the president did. He said it
Oh, see, I didn't hear
initially.
that part. I didn't hear
Okay,
that.
we don't have that. No, I listened to him. I listened to it too. I don't have
That
the
was today.
footage.
That was today.
No, this is when it first started, Kane.
Oh, you
When
talking
it
about
first
back on
started,
Saturday? You
yes.
talking about Saturday? Then.
Yes, when it first started, yes. Anybody else
Mhm.
that can verify, just let us know. Let us know. But
Mhm.
Israel, to me, they dictated our actions. So we had to jump in. Now, the only thing I will say, once we started this, we can't go back and say no. Like they're voting now to say to suspend, try to get president to suspend the war council, to suspend our actions right now. No, we don't need to suspend it. If we done jumped into it, then we need to continue to do what we need to do. Okay, that's how I feel. But I feel as though maybe we shouldn't have jumped into this. Israel, if you're going to do this, then you're going to do it. We've been supplying you with weapons, with money, and everything. Yes, that's
And
how I feel. Well, what about you? What
so,
about
so
y'all?
what's the wait? What's the wait for? Tell me what you're waiting for. For them to do something? For them to act? Is that what we're waiting for?
Did they show aggression towards us?
No, but I'm
I'm
saying
not
that's the
talking
intel
about.
that they're saying. That's the intel that they're telling us. Or if we
Okay,
don't believe the intel, what do you believe?
okay, we can say this.
What do
Okay,
you
and I
believe?
don't like doing conspiracy theories, people. I
That's
don't
where
like
we're
doing
going.
that. But that it seems that's where
We
we're
gotta
going
go
because
by the word. We gotta go
we
by
can
the word.
go 25 years, 23 years with the Iraq war when we was looking for weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
It was still intel, right? That's what they said. Intel. All intel, everything they tell us, we can't just say, okay, I believe it right now. When they said a year ago, Rubio said they was away. They was not, they was years away from developing a nuclear weapon. And
Back in June,
BB
yes. And
Bundy
we're not even
said
talking about
for
nuclear though.
30 years.
But we're
for
not talking
30,
about nuclear.
yes. And now you want to say the long range? That's where you're gonna go?
No, I ain't say the long. I ain't say the long.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying he didn't once say the reason why they went in there was for nuclear. He did not say that just now.
No, I know. He didn't say nuclear. No, he didn't.
Yeah. And then what he said back in June when they did the little strike or whatever, what did they say? He said, yeah, we damaged this, what did you say, 9-10 years before they can do it? Okay, I get it. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So they're damaged. But now we're striking them because they got intel that they were going to hit our bases. But you don't believe that.
Well, look, Kane, and
long range.
I want to see these things popping up because everybody is a part of this right there. What Jay Jizzle 79? Man is saying that our boys. Oh, so we're in deep now. Yes, we going to be, and they possibly I don't want to go too far, but did you hear the proposal? It could possibly be some boots on the ground. Iran only hates us because we are involved in the Middle Eastern wars. Hey, that could be a topic, and Bun, he was over there 2 times in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
okay,
Bud.
Okay, Bud, yeah. Where were they? Last, did we find them? Well, not yet.
Oh,
We're gonna, if you're talking about the weapons or anything like that, or facilities,
I don't think that we should have boots on the ground. I don't think because that means that we want to take over the country if we're gonna do that. Do we want that?
No, I don't think so. And I would say, after we continue to pound them with the bombs and things of that nature, somebody's going to have to go down there. Israel going to have to put troops there. If we can get the UN involved, now it's a community of nations then okay. But
So
if
is that
we
what
just
you're saying? Is that
that
what
would
you're
be a
saying?
good
Get the
that would be
UN?
a good thing. That would be a good thing because boots are gonna have to be on the ground. Boots are gonna we can't just uh bomb Iran and then
Mhm.
we turn around and walk away. Where's the
Well, we
regime?
can't now because I think the whole, they took out, a lot of their higher leadership,
Oh
you know.
yes,
They took
success.
out what 40, 50 people, whatever.
Board,
That's a
yes,
lot. They were having a secret meeting during that time and they got
yes, sir.
intel, and that's why they hit them up, and so many, died from this. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
that I think that right there. So now who would be the successor?
Well, we don't
Who?
know.
And I seen something today, because they were asking, I think President Trump about this too, press briefing, and he didn't have any idea. He had names, but some of them, he's like, some of them died in the thing. So that he was thinking that could, get the country back in line. So
Look,
I,
and
go ahead.
okay, Jason, OJM, Big J. Okay, you got there. Iran has been killing U.S. soldiers for 15 years before the Gulf War. Okay, that's true. Okay, and look,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought about that today. But when we was at war in Iraq, war in Afghanistan, okay, Iran is a big funder of terrorism. But
Yes.
if you're my brothering country,
Yes.
and I know that you are at war with the infidels, as they would call us, the U.S., am I not
Mhm.
going to supply you with whatever I can? Am I not going to do that? Are you not going to do that? I'm not trying to say they're good. They're good in no way, no shape, no form, nor fashion. But enemies will stick together. You done heard my enemy of what is it? My enemy of that enemy is my friend. Come on, somebody help me out right
Mhm.
there.
The craziest thing is you see how the places that we're hitting are like strategic places. We're not
Yes.
going after civilians and things of that nature. They are
Okay.
going after civilians. I get it, they're trying to hit our bases, but what they doing in Dubai? You see what I'm
Nothing, man.
saying?
Dubai is people. If you have
Come
never went
on.
to Dubai, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. But me and Kane had this discussion, people, and we are looking at your comments so we can continue to keep the conversation
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Trump to the Iran population to stand up and take control of their country, so we don't
Yeah.
have to put boots on. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. BB, but how will they do that? How would they do that? Because we pounding them with the bombs and everything,
Mhm.
but they still have a force that's down there. I don't forget what they said, that if these guys take control, they could be worse than how many. So somebody's going to have to supply them with weaponry, and it'll be people that want to fight, but boots are going to have to be put on the ground by somebody. You can't just say take up your arms unless the whole military revolts and turns. How
Well,
can that?
just somebody is right now. Right now, somebody is giving a go to keep pushing, keep strategically. That one's aiming over there. Keep it aimed. Let it go. Let it fire that one. Fire. Somebody's giving a go on that. And what we're trying to do, and you guys can in the comments and let us know. I think that if we keep hitting them in all these strategic places, we want them to just go ahead and wave the white flag and say, you know what,
Yes.
we're done. We're done. Send a message. We'll stop everything. Then they can go in there and kind of shape things up. Because somebody is giving them the go. Somebody is. They ain't
Well,
doing it just by themselves. You think? I don't think
no,
so.
hey, Kane,
I mean,
somebody's giving them
who's
orders.
putting those drones up? Who's pushing the button? Somebody's giving those orders to keep firing in
Right.
certain directions.
Well, Kane, this shows you they had some type of affairs in order for a lot of their leadership. They said 40 people. 40 people, so it might be the sixth or seventh person in command that's trying to keep these things going. And then you say they're hitting we're hitting strategic targets. They're
Mhm.
not hitting strategic targets. They don't have strategic targets to hit, Kane.
No.
If you're at war and if they don't care about their citizens, people think about this. If they don't care about their citizens, if they tried to do an uprising a year ago and 10,000 of them were murdered, then they're gonna shoot any neighboring country. Dubai hurts no one.
Yeah.
Bahrain, because you have a soft spot for the Americans. Any place that might say America is okay with us, we're gonna fire it off because they don't care. That's one thing about these individuals, martyrdom. They don't care about perishing, and they would take everybody. That's one reason why they don't need a nuclear weapon, because they wouldn't mind pushing the button and taking everybody with them. That's how I feel on that.
Yeah.
But
That is true.
again, we're there, so whether you believe we should be there or not, I mean, let us know. Let us know. We have some let me see what we got. Not gonna give anything away, but there is a buildup in UK amphibious stuff. Hey, roger that. Roger
About
that.
the US.
Jay.
Well, I that's why I know. Remember, we was talking about earlier. That's why I know that they have to have all these other countries on board
Stages.
with them to help them. They may not be, they indirectly helping versus
Right.
directly helping them. So it's not just US and Israel alone. There's people indirectly helping us because those countries got to be on board. Now I heard that what's name was not on board.
Who's that?
Spain. He
Okay.
mentioned that today in the press conference that Spain is not on board and he want to have sanctions on them as far as in tariffs or whatever. Or stop something. He wants to stop. And I was like, dang, that's messed up. But
Well,
they
hey,
didn't want to have nothing to do with it though. They was like, you know what? I don't have anything to do with what's going on. And
that's totally
he
fine.
said he didn't like he you know what? He said that Jason he said he didn't like UK. He liked what the UK was doing or whatever to help them, not doing, should I say, to help them. So that was interesting.
Well, everybody's not going to be on board, and I'm like saying that. Oh, he's cutting off Spain. Hey, if you don't, I appreciate that. But if you're not with Trump, we see how he can go and how he can be Mr. Petty. He won't play the radio with you. If you're not sliding towards his way, if he can do some damage to you, your economy, or something like that, he may do that. Okay, but everybody shouldn't just go along to get along.
Yeah.
We need reasons. We need real reasons why we're taking this course of action. And I'll just say, I think Bud, he hit it best. Netanyahu's been saying this for 30 years. It's been 30 years. We know Iran is a big sponsor on a global scale, one sponsor of terrorism. But if they haven't been attacking, they have been supplying those munitions to Hezbollah. Okay, now Hezbollah, they started firing, I think today, from Beirut into Israel. So they're gonna have to deal with them again. But most of their munitions came from Iran.
Hey, appreciate it, Bud. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, you hit. I wish you could be on here more. Hey, check us out and hit us up. So thank you, brother. It was great
both
talking.
The channels, man. Both the channels,
yeah.
Guaranteed. Crimson Bros Network and Crimson Bros Questions. I don't know which one you're on. You're on one of them, but yeah, we got them both streaming live now. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So like I was saying, just making that decision. So you want to wait till they.
That's what I said to it. I said that. I said the same thing.
Joe, I feel you on that. I feel you.
I feel you. Same thing, bro.
I think it's
you want to sit back and twiddle your thumbs and wait.
No, we don't want to. We don't want to wait. We don't want to wait. But we took these actions because Israel did. Hey, appreciate it a whole lot. But we took these actions because of Israel did what they did. Now, we don't want anybody attacking us, hitting these missiles. And heaven forbid, if Israel said, well, we're going to do it anyway. And then out of nowhere, some bombs come and hit Bahrain where they're totally manned, not aware of what's going on, then that's a problem. I said we're in it, so now we gotta continue to do what we need to do. You know, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, definitely. Israel
Oh,
started.
okay.
So I didn't know
Okay.
that. That I didn't know.
Well,
You
I
know, you heard
couldn't
that?
verify it. I
Okay.
heard, you know, through a feed that Israel was putting land troops on the ground. You know, so I guess so. I appreciate that, JM.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Damn
killing
parade
America. They've
started
been saying
flying.
it. Yeah, well, we know
Yeah.
that. We know that. But hey, people have been saying that for a long time, many years. They hate us just for being America. They hate us because of our beliefs and the freedoms that we have, you know.
Yeah.
So just because they said it, as long as they don't go across these actions, but now I think on a larger scale too, you know, whether you might be overseas somewhere, people now we have to be more aware of our surroundings when we are traveling now, you know.
Yeah, they got a long list of places. And then, I mean, I wouldn't just go nowhere near that area. You know, if you are trying to
Right.
travel or whatever,
That's messed up
even for
because
the next, few months or whatever, to
few months,
things. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was
I would
saying
say
this
years.
maybe
Dubai.
he said 4 to 5 weeks. This may last, maybe. I don't know how you can come up with that, but maybe they're looking at if they deplete all their munitions. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
It may
Well,
take
that's
about
what they're
that
talking about. Yes.
if they
And
deplete them. So I can see that taking that long. And all we're doing is trying to take out everything. Because I heard them say we're taking out the Navy and we're taking out the
that's
Army.
done. The
Yeah, yeah,
Navy's already off the
yep,
list.
yep. They then took them all out. So they just kind of strategically taking each one of them out. And like I said, I don't know who is giving the go for this. It'd be interesting to know who is like commanding the troops over there in Iran.
Oh, well, you know, we probably won't know until this is over with,
Yeah.
until they maybe surrender or they're
Mhm,
unalived, you know, because
mhm,
usually this is, and people compare, they was comparing this a little bit from Venezuela when we went over there. We didn't
mhm.
send no forces like that.
No.
Venezuela has nothing
Oh, they don't
as
have the
far as
capability.
defense to
No,
do this right here.
no,
And they
no,
don't even have the same beliefs, you know. We're not talking
no.
about martyrdom.
Mhm.
This was going to be a problem. And they
Yeah.
know that, and now they see it. And I thought when me and you talk, I'll
Mhm.
say family, you know, okay, now we always talking. And I was like, maybe this will be over by Friday or by the end of this week. Now
But
I don't see that happening.
not if they
You
keep
really
still shooting out. I mean, they
yes, but
just
we
need
didn't
to.
know they was gonna start shooting everybody. Everybody, anybody and everybody in the surrounding areas, as far as those missiles can reach, will be hit. And that takes me
Yeah.
back to saying that they might US 2000 hits today alone, Iran fold in a few days. Hopefully
So,
so.
so, so, so yeah, Jason's thinking the same thing. By the end of the week,
That's
they're gonna
yeah,
be like, you know
that's what I
what?
was
I don't even have enough troops to keep this going. You know what I mean? So
if they
and because they're shooting, because I don't think they're hitting. I mean, how many they say that about 5 or 6 people that probably have passed on our side, and I think they
it's
maybe
right now it's
got
at
shot
6.
down a couple planes got shot down.
Well, friendly fire. We took out, I think, was it Kuwait? Um, well, they took out 3 of our planes. You know, it was just friendly fire. All 6 people survived. They jumped out they parachuted down, and that was
Mhm.
just friendly fire. You know, we got to get used to it. But some of the videos that they're showing, you know, of our pilots getting away from some of the missiles that they done shot at the planes, these
Yeah,
guys, and girls,
it's like
they're
sitting
they're
ducks when
awesome.
you're
They
just,
they're
ooh,
awesome. You know,
gosh, man.
I mean, they really getting their training now, and it's real life training right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And do you think, I mean, this is probably a question at the end, but do you think, guys, this will be one of the last conflicts that we'll see of this magnitude of us, you know, airplane fighting all of this right here?
Well, it's
Because
gonna be. it's still gonna be just something similar. All of this airfare, we're dealing with drones and things that's what we're going to. I mean, the boots on the ground thing, yeah, maybe, but people want to take out people wholeheartedly with missiles, from afar.
He got he said 3 pilots survived. I think
Yeah.
Jason Milligan. It was a total of 3 planes. They had 2 people. Let me see. Yeah, 246. They had a pilot and then the weapons officer. So it was 6 people.
Mm.
They all should have survived. That's what they reported. So
Yeah.
and then
I
he
got
asked the
one for
question,
you.
why
I
did they
got one
bomb
for
their
you.
neighbors? What's that?
Oh, yeah, because they see, I don't know. I wouldn't that one right there. Why are they bombing the neighbors just to get
Okay.
us upset? Because we know that, those countries that they are bombing, the hotels and stuff like that. I mean, come on. Tourists, all of that.
Well, Kane, anybody can get it because
Yeah.
y'all are sympathizers with the Americans. So
Yeah.
all my allies that stand right next door to me or that's
Mhm.
in range of these missiles, y'all gonna get it too, and y'all gonna
Yeah.
feel some of the pain that we feel. That's why I
Yeah.
think they're doing this. They're
Yeah.
upset.
But
Okay.
think about this though. This was a question I was going to get to. Do people okay, so we know that all this is going on and then their supreme leader, got taken out. But we're
Yes.
seeing a lot of parading in the streets from all over the world from Iranians that are loving this.
Okay.
Now, but then you got some people saying that we shouldn't have. Why now? Why this? But now they say, well, why not now? Because we've been dealing with this for many, many years. And now they're paraded in the streets. California. I seen some from Germany over there. Even there locally,
Well,
taking down the statue of the guy and everything. So I'm
yes,
like,
yeah.
yeah. I'm like, come on now.
Well,
That's kind of
Well, there it's a couple of different reasons why we can answer that question. I just think that
yeah.
they're parading, especially in the United States and you say overseas, different places,
Mm-hmm.
they're not
Mm-hmm.
there. They still have loved ones over there. That's their motherland. So they know how extreme,
It
they said
is.
the
Yes.
lady was it last year? She showed a little bit of her hair that was showing, and they beat her almost to death, or they beat her to
Mm-hmm.
death.
Mm-hmm.
So it's harsh over there, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, we still are. We jumped into this. We're not initially the aggressor in any of our conflicts. We're not usually the aggressor. So to say we defended ourselves because they was going to do this, you can be
Mm-hmm.
either with that because we're not until now we're not into the job of just trying to take over dictators or do a regime change without them doing something to us or American asset first. And Israel been fighting this for years. We can say that. We can agree
Mm-hmm.
with that. So was it inevitable? I don't know. I'm still
Yeah.
not
I
sold on it. And then the long
okay.
range missiles, because do you think if they had long range missiles, what the president has stated in his first address to reach Europe, I think they would have shot at least a couple of them.
Yeah, I don't. Well, they were working
They
on
didn't have
getting
it.
it though. Yeah,
Okay.
they was trying to get to that point, but they ain't have it. They got the short range. That's why they're able to hit the little places close by.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right,
they
right.
they can go 100 miles and send it that way. But we're not going thousands of miles and trying to hit something.
Right.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's kind of crazy when you really think about what these people have been through and now look at it's like a breath of fresh air, but you're not fully there though,
Oh,
until they wave their white flag. Once they wave
right.
that white flag and say, hey, you know what, we're done, which they should do like yesterday. You know what I mean? Like they should have done this already, because they know that they can't, even if it was just Israel, they still couldn't be able
They
to
couldn't
just, you
win.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. With what we give them, and I will say after this conflict, okay, and
Mhm.
family, how do you feel? I think now we can slow some of the money that we send to Israel for the Iron Dome, and put it back into the economy. If we're doing this right now, man, healthcare, all of that should go down. I'm almost thinking almost free. I know that will never happen. But if
So
we
what are you
have
saying?
money,
What are you saying? Tell me
look,
what you're
look, look, look.
talking about.
If
Man.
what,
Tell me
what I'm
what
saying is, if we have money to just jump up in this conflict, whether you want to say it's a conflict or a war, we should have money to do more in the states for
But
everybody.
what do you want what do you want to
No,
do?
no. Look, let me tell
Tell
you
me what
something.
you want
I
to
don't
do.
have a list. Okay, stop.
Give me
I don't have a
one thing.
list. No, I don't have a list. The healthcare system will be better because I don't have a list. They didn't have a list. They telling us what they had all of these projections.
Nobody knows how to fix that. Nobody knows how to fix that.
Look, well, get on it and do something about it. If we're doing
So
something
you want-
about this conflict, no, sir.
Come on,
if you're
man.
doing something with this conflict right here, why can't we do something about the healthcare of the United States citizens?
That's
here,
way more
okay?
than that budget. Just
And
think about
the
that.
infrastructure. I don't know. If we have
the
millions,
budget of
and
healthcare,
billions of
don't you
dollars,
know?
no,
Do you know how
no,
much that would
I
be
can't
to
do-
have free for everybody?
it don't have to be free. Okay, that's a big jump right there. It don't have to be. It could be better though. The infrastructures of our roads and cities. Come on, we drive in DC. We drive in Virginia.
Mhm.
The roads are horrible. It's an embarrassment, honestly. If you want to ask me, that from Virginia to the DMV area, those roads when you get on the highway are
So we need
horrible.
to. Are you saying
we
the
need to
federal
fix the-
highways or the state highways?
all the roads where they have where you mess up your car. Come on, they need to be fixed. We
That's
can
probably
do
local
more.
state. That's
I
probably
don't
local
care
state.
if you want to say, no, we're not going to pass the buck because we can just jump into another conflict like this. It's money, even if they're pulling resources from other services or whatever, they can do it. Let's declare a state of emergency in the United States. Let's
Mhm.
do that. Why don't one of your congressmen, why don't some of y'all do that right there? Then
It's
jumping into this
crazy.
right here. No, I'm
It's
serious.
crazy
I'm
how
not-
you mentioned
It don't have-
healthcare.
Yes,
And
healthcare.
nobody's never mentioning, actually
Kane?
being healthy. We're the unhealthiest group
true.
in the world.
That's true. Now he giving me okay.
No, I'm just saying
That's cool.
you want
No,
you
you're
want good
right.
health care. You want all this
Yes,
free
better.
health care, but we need to get ourselves together. So you don't have to be in somebody's operating room
Yes, Kane.
for diabetes, for all this
I'm-
other stuff. But you want it
Okay.
for free just so they can continue.
It don't have to be free. Okay, it don't have to be free, brother. It don't have to be. It could be better. It could be better. You can.
Whatever
I know.
better means.
Look,
Whatever
hey,
better means.
yeah.
I
Well,
got
it's so
a question.
expensive.
I got a
Look,
question for Jason. I'm gonna let you.
Healthcare is
I want to hear
free.
Jason.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Jason, healthcare is free there in UK. How is the healthcare? I know I was researching a little bit on Canada, how free it is in Canada, but the waiting line is forever. If you want something free, it's going to be a long line. So what is it like there in the UK, Jason? Let us know where we at. Canada, healthcare is free too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's what I
couple
said.
places.
It's free, but I was looking. I said, man, take them long to just get knee surgery. It's a long line. You're waiting, 6 months, for that. And I was like, because we did a video on that. We actually talked about that.
I'm a baker. The roads in UK are terrible, but we got free healthcare when fall off twins and roundabouts. And I hate them roundabouts, boy. You better be careful in roundabouts, baby. And we got them in the States more and more now. Yeah.
Look, he said he got free healthcare, but yeah, you might get in a wreck and on streets. So they keep business coming. They keep the business coming, but yeah. I get it. You don't want to spend the money. I get the money that they're spending to drop these bombs or whatever, the fuel and all of that. I get it. That you don't, we should stop it and put that money into something else. Well, we always had, we just got into this just now, but before then we wasn't doing anything.
Kane, we spent a lot of money when we did Venezuela, and just putting up forces, it costs the fuel for our ships to go and deploy these different people. Yes, it costs money, but I'm not just talking about that, Kane. I'm not. I said, okay, once this conflict is over, Okay,
Mhm.
where we're not bombing anymore. I'm not talking about helping a regime to change and all of that. I'm talking
Mhm.
about once they stop all of these sorties, okay, the bombings. Now Israel, we done brought you this for. Okay, the terror threat that's over there, you might have to deal with Hezbollah a little bit, but their munitions and things are going to run out because of Iran support. Now we're not gonna give you however many billions dollars we give you a year.
Well,
We're not gonna do that.
you know what Trump would do. Every time he does a deal, it's either for some mineral rights of whatever area, or he's
I'm
getting
not talking about no
something
mineral
out of the
rights.
deal. I'm
Okay,
just
we're gonna
saying.
get oil from over there.
Yeah, whatever it may be, he always has a plan for that. He always have a plan. He's not just doing it just out of kindness of his heart. He has a strategic plan behind it. You're thinking
Okay.
that now before, yeah, the other presidents before, yes, they would just do it out of the kindness of their heart because we're superior. We'll just help them out. But now he's getting just like with Ukraine, he's getting mineral rights over there.
Let those mineral rights change into money for the United
But that's
States
what it's
citizens.
for. What do you think minerals for, man?
Venezuela, the oil
Same
in
thing,
Venezuela.
oil.
Shout out for all of y'all. We love
Same
you. We
thing.
love your Crimson Bros Network. But if you're saying he's doing this quid pro quo, okay, I did this, and now we need to get some of your resources. Okay,
Yeah, we ain't doing nothing for free.
let's see something. Do something. I want the American people happy too. I want us taken care of too. We taking care of everybody else. Take care of the American people too. All right.
Mhm.
And not just saying that we're in harm's way. I didn't see what came up.
Oh, what was
Yeah,
that?
somebody put
What's
it's
the end
always about
game?
the money.
Yeah.
Oh, I
What's
don't
the end game?
think
Trump doesn't know. Well,
we
I
don't
think
know, man.
they had an end game, but
Come
until
on,
they
Kane. No.
got all the people. I just heard that in the interview. I just heard that in
Man.
the interview, man. Today.
That they had
I'm
an
not
end
talking.
game, but they didn't have an end game because they got all the people.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
What you mean?
Well,
They had
I think I know what you're
ideas of
talking
how
about. They killed the people who they might have wanted to put in
Yes.
place. That's
Yes.
what you're talking about. Yes. Okay, I
Yes.
saw that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So now the game plan changed because that person is out. So, and you know, another thing that I heard that it was probably on CNN or MSNBC or something like that. They were saying that we, just like you said, we rushed in it too quickly or whatever. And so they agree. Same thing on you. But the same thing they were saying is all these American that are in these areas that are getting bombed, they don't have a game plan for them to evacuate.
How can they? I mean, it's no. I mean, come on. It's too dangerous. If they're bombing airports in Dubai,
you don't know where. Yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
You didn't know where they're gonna bomb. They could bomb anywhere.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what type of game plan you're gonna have for a whole region.
Right.
You know, that you gotta kind of think about it like that too. But I don't know. Let's see. No one else.
No one likes. I mean, that's been the case for many years.
Yeah.
Many years. You know.
It's always about the money.
And that's the thing. That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
I mean, Afghanistan
all about the money. Definitely.
You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised.
You guys are poor. Okay.
Hey, Roger that. Lord willing, I'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be all right, man. You'll be all right too. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's all good. But yeah, it's gonna be, I guess, kind of interesting in the next. I hope it's done by the end of the week, just like you said.
Well, I don't see unless they bring the Moab, mother of all bombs, and but that'll decimate so much, King. And get it over
a
with.
lot of it's gone. A lot of it's done.
A lot of it's gone. You know, but they gotta have so many people up underground, and they intricate in what they build, the underground facilities, and
that's true.
But
that's true.
it's something's gonna have to be done, people, when we stop the bombing. Because now the people that's there, the civilians, now are we responsible for those civilians now, because they do have a guard. I don't forget the name, what they call themselves, a guard
Mhm.
that's still there, that they say that are brutal. Somebody's gonna have to go down there. What they said, I think Milligan said that they hit Lebanon as far as they got boots on the ground. So
Yeah.
somebody's gonna have to help them, you know. They
Mm.
won't be able to do it by themselves. And then today made the statement today that they're not ruling it out to have our boots on the ground.
Mm.
And I would be thinking maybe some type of special forces units or
Mhm.
a Green Beret type deals that might have more than just, SEAL Team 6 or a couple of different SEAL teams that have more and more personnel. Okay.
I was thinking. Here we go. Right here.
Can double up. One of them carries be over in a week. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can double up. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So you know how so in Iraq, you know how when we was over there, we were training the Iraqi forces to
Right.
take back their country.
Right.
Right? That's what we were doing, right?
Hmm.
And do you think that's a feasible thing for Iran?
Well, look at this.
If we were to do the same exact thing like we did for Iraq,
Well,
train the
they did
police,
have.
train their army, do all the right things, whatever, under the right, regime.
But see, Kane, the thing about it is those countries did have at least some part of an army,
Hmm.
some part of maybe a police force. The regime, they controlled everything. So you will be starting from basically nothing for the
But
people
they
to
had.
go and fight those individuals. If you got
Mhm,
total corruption right there, then
mhm,
I was trying to explain people, y'all stay with me on this. Okay. When Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, okay, when Fidel Castro, before he became the leader, he was part of the resistance. They had a like an armed militia resistance to
mhm,
go overthrow the bad government. He ended up turning bad himself. We don't know that they have some type of resistance there in Iran. We know some people have been in the streets, they've been happy about this, but they're
mhm,
still oppressed. We don't know if they are able to get armament and then weapons and then have to be trained to go against the guard or whoever they have over there. So we'll
mhm.
be starting from pretty much ground zero.
Yeah,
So that'll be even more, it'll be difficult all in
yeah.
itself.
It would. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, man, we could probably do that if we had people there, had bases there, set up that, and then train their police and their military. Because I guarantee they're gonna have to, recruit some new people. They would have to.
100%.
Yeah, change that whole, everything in order to get that back straight. I think that would have to happen. Do you even think that had to happen with Venezuela?
Well, see, people, y'all help me out on this, but um, he made a decision. Once he make a decision, former military man, uh, even though I don't like the decision and
Mhm,
everything, I'm going to support. I'm going to support the president in that. Now, if it was some mass genocide campaign, no. But since he made that decision, then okay, yes. But speaking from a civilian, why? We done had the war on drugs or for is it started back in Reagan days, okay, in the 80s. Okay, fentanyl is something that's, I guess, the most deadly drug we done seen right now, you
yeah,
know.
of course, of
And if he
course.
a part of, if Maduro, well, I don't forget his name, but if he was part of some cartel, we know he was the president. He didn't want to get out of office. We went in and did a regime change. I don't know what's the state of affairs. We don't hear about Venezuela right now anymore. We
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what's going on. We have this going on right now
Yeah, it's
in
behind the
Iraq.
scenes.
We made a mistake. We made the mistake firing the police force, government workers. All okay, broke loose.
Mm.
But and Milligan, I appreciate it, but I tell you what, in Iraq and Afghanistan, some of my buddies, that trained different personnel, they would fight for a little bit, but then they started putting those arms down and turning around and walking away. What is the state of affairs? Every time we've done this, have we been successful? Has the United States been successful in any of these regime changes? Go from Gaddafi, go from Saddam Hussein.
Now
We
Saddam, that changed.
it did change.
Changed. You don't hear nothing over there.
No, you don't. Okay, but
you don't hear nothing over in Saudi Arabia.
No, not right now. No, you don't. We haven't heard anything. We don't know what's going on. That's a good thing. That's actually a good thing. So if somebody know anything, let us know. Okay. But Saddam, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's up? Oh, okay, roger that. Not in the last 60 years. Yeah, I think you understand. Has any regime change been successful? I don't think so. Even when we took out bin Laden, ISIS cultivated, and that was we saw how
you can't do nothing about that though. Those
horrendous that was.
All it takes is somebody to be mad that you took out my father, my grandfather, whatever, and then start their own thing. That's all it takes. But those are like gangs. But they start small and then they grow. You know what I mean? So those little terrorist groups like that, yeah, they're gonna, and then they put their faith behind it. So that's why they do those suicide bombers and stuff like that.
Well, hopefully then when this is said and done, that Israel won't have to fight with too much anybody else. And we can, I go back to my statement, draw back some of that money that we give them. Okay. Just seems like Netanyahu, that's the prime minister of Israel, he's a powerful man. Almost as powerful as our president in the aspect of what they want from the U.S. I know we're their allies. I believe in protection, but I believe still in what President Trump has said before, America first, and helping our citizens that's over here. Okay. So I think we need to draw back money from Israel after this conflict is over.
What if the money is not okay? Let's say they draw back the money, but in turn they say, all right, Israel, you help us place our domes up now.
What do we need domes for? We have sort of a space
they're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway. I don't know if you know that, but he already mentioned that. It's going to happen.
Okay. Look.
I'm just saying have them fund it.
No, they're not going to fund it because we give them so much money. Now, let's just get some of our infrastructure. I'm just going back to the basics. Let's get some of our infrastructure. Like when they had to build a Hoover Dam, I'm going back really far, where they put Americans to work. I don't care if it was building highways or whatever. If you want to work, it's a job for you. That's it. Let's do something. Somebody come up with a common sense approach to put more Americans working and lower our, I sound like I'm running for something, but lower our healthcare expenses. And we would do this stuff like you giving me an excuse. Americans are so fat and everything. I'm overweight right now. I'm working on it. Okay. But the cost, I know people that's teachers that retire and now they're, since they're not working in their job right now, they done retired, been blessed to retire. Now they're paying $800, $700 for insurance a month. Some of them go back because that's crazy.
So you want universal health care now? You want something like what Canada has?
I want the expenses to go down. Let's do what we need to do. Do whatever it takes. If somebody else say what?
So What are your thoughts about what Trump did with the pharmacy? You disagree with that?
Enlighten the audience again. 'Cause
Okay,
I
so
totally forgot.
Trump RX is like you go to if you have and they every week they add more medicines on there. So if you have to pay for medicine and it's costing you a lot, you go to there, type in the name of the medicine, and it gives you a QR code that you take it to your local CVS or Walgreens or wherever, and you go there and you get a discount on your medicine.
Okay, I wonder if that's
That's
just
because
like,
nobody else wants to do anything with healthcare because it's too
well, James,
difficult. So he came up with his own way to offset that.
well, they have like a RX program. They have some program that you can download that give you some discount. I wonder if that's just similar thing that you're talking to me about. Because I had to go
But
one day and
evidently it ain't enough because people keep complaining about how much big pharma's charging them.
Big Pharma's no
So
joke.
evidently it's not enough. Whatever it is that you just try to come up with, evidently it's not enough.
Well,
right?
If we need to put the space age program and Pluto and all of that stuff, okay, we need to continue to explore and do different things. But I'm still talking about us, man. Just the average Joe who don't even care that they not working, who don't care about themselves, man.
You want
And
them
we have a lot of people walking around like that.
Yeah.
But the people who want to work, who's finding it difficult to find a job, man. I think a lot of people are hiring out here, but
there's so many jobs though.
I
There's
think
so
it
many
is.
jobs out there,
but
and so many jobs out there. It's just you got to remember we have a different culture over here. And the different culture is we're too good to do some jobs.
That's what they say.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey, look, a man should work. If you do what you got to do to hustle, and I'm talking about, I remember a point where I had 3 jobs at one time.
Yeah. But they don't want to
3
do
jobs
that
at
though.
one time.
That's what I'm saying. They want all of it at once. If not, then they're gonna do the illegal route. So that's what I'm saying. So it's so many you can't tell me there's no opportunity here.
No, everybody still tries to come here. So
yeah,
everybody still tries to come to America. Yes, the land of opportunity. It's still
yes, there's so much opportunity here. So you're asking for the government to give more opportunity and get people working when there's already opportunity for them to work.
Do I want the government to do more in the aspect of putting people to work? Yes, I do. Can I explain it? No, I can't right now. Even working on the roads or whatever. I'm talking about going back. Is it Hoover who did the dam and stuff like that? A something massive to make America. You say make America great again. Make Americans proud. All of us proud again. That's proud. I'm proud to be working, man.
Nobody wants, but not everybody wants that.
Myself.
That's for you. That's your motivation. Yeah. You're motivated, but everybody's not motivated like that. Nobody, because that's why. Would you see something?
Oh, we're a different generation. You were out to work at 13. Oh, no. You out to work at 13, Army, 16 years old. Hey, well, back in the day, that's back old days. But
victim. Oh yeah,
who's the victim though? I don't want to say the victim mentality.
Mitch.
No.
Mitch is the victim mentality.
No,
I agree, James.
Let me tell you something.
I agree,
James, and you. Let me tell you something. Okay, I don't think it's a victim because we put money everywhere else. That's what I just don't like, man. I don't agree with. Okay, I just don't.
There's money right where you at.
Yeah,
there's money right where you at. You don't think so?
But
you disagree.
They always say, look. They
disagree with me.
We say, yes, it is. But look, they say we have this big deficit. America is so many, we had trillions of dollars in debt and all this stuff.
Yes, that's true.
But when anything pop off that we want to do to participate in like this, we finding money to do it. We know the price of gas is about to go up crazy. because of this. But we have money, we're funding it some type of way. Man,
and everybody
money
around
back.
you have the opportunity to thrive. Everybody around you in your local city, state, whatever, they have the opportunity to thrive.
Yeah.
There's no victims here. That's why people are trying to cross the border. That's why people are getting upset at ICE. You know what I'm saying? Because they know it's opportunity here.
It is. I believe it too.
But you want more. What you want more?
Yes, they can do more. They can do more.
Why?
Because
when
we
it's
have
already
money.
There.
No. Stop.
See?
Stop.
See?
They can do more. If we can do, it's nothing about victim mentality. I'm gonna take care of my house. You're gonna take care of your house before you just start taking care of your neighbor across the street. Or we're not gonna say your neighbor across the street. Your friend, me, that stays 2,000 miles away. You're taking care of home first. We're going to make sure everything is flowing as smooth as it can before I go do something for somebody else. Now, you're going to say your argument, we can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. Yes, we can.
Yeah,
we can do that. But let's really unify Democrats, Republicans, some liberals. I'm talking to you. Let's truly try to unify people. It's nothing wrong with that. Forget race, all of that, forget all of that stuff.
It'll be hard to do.
Why?
That unify, because remember, certain parties, especially if they're deep in that party, they are very angry when things don't go their way.
Yes.
And give excuses.
On both sides. Yes.
Yeah, they give it. Everybody gives excuses, but I'm saying angry. When you're angry, you don't listen.
Right.
And when you don't listen, things don't get accomplished. And that's why they disagree. Just back last year when they did the shutdown for forever. Nobody want to listen to nobody. Nobody, we don't want that money to go over here. Where you want it to go then? We want it over here just for this. Now you got people right now that ain't getting paid. Partial shutdown, the people for Homeland Security.
And it's all TSA people. Are they still getting paid?
Yeah, I don't know all of them.
Oh, not man, that's messed up. That's so messed up, man.
Yeah,
come on. They
can't agree. They can't agree.
Look,
because they fall under ICE. They fall under ICE. Not under ICE, but they're in the same category. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why.
Does it make sense though, brother?
Well,
that makes no sense.
They use
he came back. Okay. We have never been able to implement Western democracy. Come on, democracy in the Middle Eastern countries successfully. It would be another failed state. I agree, man. I'm agreeing with it, man. And we always say let them have their form, council culture. Roger that. They probably try to counsel us, man.
Well, no, counsel the culture of being a victim. How about that?
No, that's what he's talking about. Well, I'm not saying. I'm gonna watch you, James. Put James back up now. Hey, you cutting up, brother. You and Kane. All right, hey, JD. Okay. But no, I'm not saying that nobody's a victim. But going back to what Bud said, we continue to try to do these things in the Middle East because we say, we are the best form of government and everything. And we do care about if it's mass genocide going on. Yes, we're going to step in. Kosovo situation, all of that going back in the day. But this right here, something has to be done. And we're going to see. And we could talk about this later on in the months to come, especially history going to judge and be like, man, we went in there for that. Who benefited the most from this? One other country. Yeah. I think Netanyahu is becoming one of the most powerful leaders, in the world. I think he is, and his influence, that's true. Now that could get you counseled. You say something, yes, 100%. You say something even remotely, what's that?
I don't know. I don't
Remotely
know.
out of line, then you could
Yeah.
get counseled. You might not see me and Kane tomorrow because we done mentioned some of the things that we mentioned, y'all. Okay. All right. Check on us. Check on us.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's
Mm.
true. Well, yeah, it's interesting, man. The days coming up and seeing how things are going. And maybe we'll jump back on here and say what's up. You know what I mean? See, hopefully we can come here and say, hey, it's over, y'all. It's over.
Oh yeah,
We
that
gotta-
would be
we-
that would be
you know what I
interesting.
mean? That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Well, let me ask you
It's
this,
quick and
Kane.
easy. Make it quick and easy. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna ask you this because you seem like you're about to shut it down, but
Mhm.
how long do you think before we stop this? How long do you think it's gonna take?
I
You
want
think
it to be like you said by the end of the week. Do
that's
one
not
full
gonna
week.
happen?
That's what I want because we're gonna
Mhm.
put so much munition down. Like
Okay.
I don't know if they got enough people to even continue with it. With
And
their hat,
how,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I think
Uh,
we're just gonna keep responding and taking out different. All right, we got this one over here. Let's take out that. Let's take out their power. Let's take out this. Let's take out that. You know what I mean? We're
mhm.
taking out all this
Well,
stuff. I mean, do they still got enough people to even pull the trigger on anything?
well, we will see. We can't take that chance. So,
No, no,
but
I ain't
I
saying
did.
that. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. No,
Yeah,
no.
I guess they got to have something. But
Mhm.
even our munitions, of our, what did they say today? They said the most sophisticated weapons, we're doing okay with that, but our weapons are depleted because we was involved in the situation with Ukraine and then supplying Israel with what we supplied them with.
Mhm.
We've been giving a lot of stockpile away, but we haven't been building as much. So we're gonna have to, slow our roll too, so we can replenish ourselves. And they was talking about just the price of these weapons. I feel
Mhm.
that'll take their eyes off the ball. Hey, JM, man, I'm feeling you on that. I think, if it persists just a little bit, if we could convince NATO to get involved, that mean to be unilateral. The country that's involved in NATO, hey, we don't need you to send the forces that you would for a proper war, like when we was in Afghanistan, Iraq, but we need to get some people from each of one of these countries that's part of NATO. Now we have the world in. Iran, you got to sit down now. You
You
can't
know,
take all of this.
I just thought about Iran. Where do they and Jason may know this, I don't know. But where do they get their technology from?
Come on, man.
Where
You better
do
stop. Can't get
Iran
messy.
get their tech with the drones, with the munitions, with the missiles, the short, long range, and or possible need nuclear or whatever? Like where?
He already asked. I see it down his comment
I
down
know,
there.
I know.
I knew you knew the answer to this. He being messy. We all know. We all know.
Well,
Yes.
so if they're getting that technology from them and they're buying different things, do you think that China would be like, you know what? Let me help them out?
No. Look,
Or that's our scraps. You don't know what we really got.
come on, King.
It's just
I'm
a
jumping
question.
in
That's
on that.
all it is. Just a
Well,
question, bro.
China's
Just a
not
question.
jumping into this. That it
Well,
wouldn't benefit
okay.
them by no means. It wouldn't benefit
I
them
get
by
it.
no means.
I
Not
get
now
I
they
get
going
it.
up
I get that part.
two
But
superpowers. If
uh-huh.
if China got involved, then other countries will get involved. Now you're really talking about apocalyptic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're going into World War III then, okay? We don't want none of that.
Yeah.
China's
Yeah.
already giving them stuff.
Yeah.
Roger
I
that.
know. Yeah.
And they're not giving
Yeah.
them the best technology or anything like that.
That's why I
No,
say they give them the scraps. Kind of like
yeah.
what we give Israel. We give them the, you know what I
We don't
mean?
give them those scraps. Let's not play games. Kane, you got to be serious, brother. Come on now.
I'm just
Hey,
saying, bro. I'm just
you're
saying.
not getting that.
It's
No.
John Terry explained there in the kind of missile. Mm.
Well, intercontinental missile.
Mhm.
We have yet to see where they were ready for an intercontinental missile. Okay.
Yeah. Like I say, yeah, they get that technology from China, and you know, what do we do anything if they ask for, you know, more munitions from China and China sends it to them? Get
Well,
it to
look,
'em?
we
Do
own the
do we do
skies
we
now.
say anything?
No, we're not. They're not doing that. Okay, they're done. They've bought their last missile. They have bought their last missile whenever they purchased it.
I hear you. I hear
Nothing's
you.
getting in there now. The only thing that might go in Iran is
Mhm.
food drops, and that's not coming anytime soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's it.
Definitely. Definitely.
They performed several
Okay.
tests and were close to hitting Washington. The le- what,
Washington, what state?
what, what?
Not DC. Probably Washington State. From China? Is that what we're talking about? From
Well,
China?
yeah, because
So, yeah,
hopefully,
that'd
I
be.
know you're not talking about Iran.
Oh no, not Iran. It would have to be China.
Oh,
It would
okay.
have to be China. Coconuts are real. Yeah.
I'd be seeing game over. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That'd
100%.
be wow. That would be wild just to know that. But I just like I said, it needs to just call it quits, man. They need to go ahead, hands down, call it quits, and be done. Guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah,
They just need to.
100%.
They need to just throw in the towel. Be like, all right, got it, hands up. What y'all need us to do? Who
Hmm.
do y'all want us to have us an election, or what do y'all want us to do? You know what I mean? And do it that way, because oh my god, guaranteed 2,000 mile limit.
Well, 2,000 miles. Where are they hitting in
That's
that?
Europe.
Well, look again, Jason
That's
and
Europe.
Kane and family. We talking. Do you think if they had that missile, are they saving it for the last hurrah before they give up? They would have been done shot it. They would have let
Well,
the
it got
world.
shot out of the sky though. We would
They
have.
they would they would
They
have let
would
the
have.
world know their capabilities. Even the supersonic missile that they were supposed to have had. China can ship over land, see it isn't needed, but
Yeah.
nothing is going over land.
Yeah.
Nothing is going over
You
land.
don't think none can
They're done.
go to that can get to
To resupply? To
Iran?
resupply
Yeah.
Iran? No. Not even a BB. Not even a 22 shell. No. Russia's
Yeah,
only a
bro.
few hundred miles from the yeah.
That's true. That's
Well,
true.
now we're
Yep.
talking about we know they have things. Iran shares a
Oh yeah.
border with China through the which is located in the northwest of China. The border is part of a larger network of borders that China. Okay,
Uh-oh.
China is huge, but let me tell you this. Okay,
Uh-oh.
and it's just me speculating. Okay,
Uh-huh.
in order for them to get anything from China, they would have already had to dug maybe trains going up underground through
Wow.
mountains, through whatever. They're not getting anything by sea. We already said the air, the
Well, by
capabilities
land.
of
They talk about by
Iran.
land though. By land.
Yes. Are we not
Who
patrolling and watching
they
all of that right now?
but the or are you saying they're gonna do a drone strike in that area? Is that what you're saying?
If anything, if we thought anybody was trying to supply them, we would immediately take them out.
Mm.
And heaven forbid if China tried to get
If that
involved
was
to do
China,
that.
you know they're gonna
It would
that
be.
would
Oh,
be
they could that would be
that would be
that
bad.
would
That would be bad.
that would be unintelligent on them
Yeah.
to do that when they see
That
that
would be
Iran
bad.
is already losing. Why would you try
Mhm.
to give them anything? That makes no sense. They still got to
Yeah.
think about themselves. They still going to trade with us, even though we know they don't like us, and we pretty much our government is not cool on them. The U.S. can not patrol those borders. Why?
Well,
Why you say they
we
can't?
don't know they can't control it, but we're talking about overhead. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
I
they
was
can
talking about
see
drone
our
strike.
satellite.
Like you can
Yeah.
zoom in right on that border and see if anything, trucks or whatever's going across that border. That's what we were
Yes.
trying to, that's why I was
Right.
insinuating when I was saying that what if they
Hmm.
have, trucks and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and you can see the munitions and
Hmm.
you can
Yeah.
see parts going to them or whatever. And you can see it just going across the border and is in, on that land now. So Yeah. If they were to take out some of their stuff,
If they made that mistake on doing that, take them out. Yes.
mm,
Remember, Iran was supplying Russia with drone missiles, so Russia. Well, I don't think we're going to do anything with Russia. I'm going to have to go ahead and say that. People were saying, early in President Trump's presidency that he was buddies with Putin and everything. We don't know that, okay? We don't know that. He spoke against Putin doing different things, but now could the real story be, hey, buddy with Netanyahu, the prime minister? We'll see. Conspiracy, brother, conspiracy. We don't like to speak of that.
I know I don't. God.
Yeah,
I know
we don't.
that's a lot of people will fill in
Yeah.
the blanks with their ideas, and that's how
Yeah.
with these conspiracy theories. I get that, but yeah, I say, it's gonna be kind of interesting just to see what's transpire, because each day will be something, and we'll see more people and more attacks and things of that nature. And
we'll stay tuned. We'll stay tuned, brother.
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Got one.
He was supposedly friends with.
And here we sit.
China's. We know that. Would you say China, Russia, superpowers? We're not talking about UK or anything like that, or anybody over there, but people who we have a dealing with. That's we shake hands with them, but we still look at them too.
Yeah, of course you have to.
Yeah.
We
know China and Russia.
They do the same thing.
Yeah.
They do the same thing with us. Yeah, you can sit down with them, you can shake hands, you can actually take a picture with them. That don't mean nothing.
Don't mean anything.
I said that don't mean you got them in your back pocket. That mean I still got eyes on you. Just because they may look, like they're, happy-go-lucky, but both of the secret services are looking at, one another, seeing who's gonna make a move. You know that.
Yeah. I believe it 100%.
Guarantee. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely. How would you know? What are you talking about?
How would I know? What you got to tell me?
Yeah,
terrible times.
Yeah, give us a little bit more on that one. I'm watching and waiting. If others join, already 16 countries in
it. Roger that. Yeah, we will see. We will see.
Yeah.
It's.
I don't know. Yeah, I got you saying. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
well, I would say if it persists, we need more countries. We don't need them. Okay, we don't need them, but we want them. I want them there for the optics. It's not just going to be United States and Israel. United States, we always involved with everything. That goes to what y'all saw on the thumbnail. Is the United States the world's police? Are we the world's police? People have said that comment before. Do you feel as though we need to police what's going on around the world if it's not in our interest?
Well, think about this. Like you have all these other countries that are not as powerful as maybe the US, right? And since we are top tier, one of the top tiers, we're not, above everybody, but like I said, we're top tier. And since that's the case, people will expect for us to lead the way, right? Like if something goes down and it's, because we go by Constitution and all this other stuff and rights and all of that, so we believe in that stuff. Other countries don't believe in this stuff, but we'll jump in there when he's saying there's something that's inhumane or genocide or any of that type stuff. I think, people look up to us. We didn't gain that recognition. Like, hey man, the US will help us if we ask. They'll help us out. Now I think I feel like we're obligated in a sense, maybe. You know what I mean? We're obligated to kind of help people out.
Everybody,
because we got not say what
everybody.
Well, I mean,
Our
everybody
allies.
that's
Or-
allies, not everybody. You know what I mean? Like some people, you don't know what their intentions are.
Come
And you
on.
know what I mean? They can be pulling you into something. So yeah, we strategically, look at that.
He
But
just said
we
some people can be pulling you into something.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You answering it
Yeah.
for me. I think we have some more comments. Roger that.
Go ahead.
You see Putin looking at them F-22 Raptors when he met Trump, Alaska.
Oh yeah, when they flew over. You talking about when they flew
Mhm.
over? Yeah. He was showing a little force of what we got or whatever. Yeah, James did. Yeah.
I think we
mhm.
enemy of my. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Enemy of my
Mhm.
enemy is a friend or at least
Mhm.
partner. Okay,
Mhm.
and we could see that. We could see that, and that might be what's going on.
Yeah.
Our own allies are a pain in the. Yes. Okay, that's true. That is a true statement. And one thing I might agree with Trump on is, as far as NATO and everything else,
Mhm.
other countries need to, if it's money that we're supposed to be paying into different things, when
Mhm.
conflicts happen and everything, they need to pay their fair share too,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
We can't continue to be forking the bill for everybody. People don't like that, but I do agree with him on
Yeah.
that. Okay.
And whenever he does go in there to help people or he asks for
Mhm.
what am I getting out of this deal? He always trying to will and deal with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He willing and dealing with something. I'll help you out. I'll do this, but this got to happen. So yeah, definitely.
The biggest military in the world by far,
Yeah.
I think should help other countries, but sometimes you need to help one country but sometimes you need help one country first. Agree. That's what I've been saying the whole time, JM. We do need to
But
take care of internally
but
us.
you
That was
don't
one of
think
his
we're
basic
doing that?
things.
You don't think we're doing
I
that
think we
this
could do it
past
better,
year?
man.
So he did
I
nothing
think
this
we
past year
I didn't say he
to help
didn't do
out
anything.
anything.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Well, what are
Can
you
we do
saying then,
more?
brother?
Can we do more?
Of course,
Are we still
it's
divided?
always room
Okay,
for
well, let's
improvement.
do
It's
more
always
then. Let's do more. Don't ask me what, Kane. Don't ask me what.
you
I
know
just
I'm going to
want
ask
more.
that because you
Yeah,
just
no, but seriously,
you
no,
want it all.
I know.
I want it all.
I'm really trying to dictate this conversation. But no, I just want for the American people to be better. I think we're so
Yeah.
divided, people. Even the people
Well,
in
we
scholars,
can't
people
do nothing about
overseas
that.
watching us.
We can't do nothing
I
about
know,
that.
but we're so
We can't do
divided.
anything about that.
I want to see some smiles on Americans' faces. Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
But
you can't make everybody happy. I know that.
that's what
But
I'm getting
let's
at.
bring
That's what I'm
down.
getting at.
Let's bring down.
No
the
matter
cost of
what he
healthcare.
does, there's going to find fault in anything he does. So
The-
how
the
can you
only-
bring people together with that?
Yeah, the only
can't.
thing yes, that's true. That's a true
And
statement.
there's
We
going
all
to be
know that.
people that say, I don't want it. I don't trust it. I'm not doing it. And then they'll sit and suffer
Well,
because of that. Well, this is going against what you're trying to do. Help everybody. Do something for the country. Make America great again. The same thing that you've been mentioning. But however, some people are just against it just because of the principle of the words.
Yeah, they take it back. When was we done talked about that, people?
Yes, I know.
When was it great?
So
Have so many different views on that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, boy. Oh,
Okay.
we already done.
The
Okay,
biggest
what was
military in the okay, we got that.
Yeah,
Britain
we
is the 5th largest economy in the world. I do understand why we spend little.
Okay.
If you're the 5th largest economy, come on, yeah.
On our military. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. But we have to show might, muscle, because we have bases everywhere.
Yeah.
We
and
do.
they got these countries have to agree for us to, plant wherever we need to be strategically planted all throughout the world to help everybody,
Should we bring some of these bases back? And right now it don't
Where?
look like no.
Well, but where
just
though? Which
no,
ones?
I said no. I just asked that question, but no, we should not right now with this conflict going on. And
But I'm just
we don't
saying,
know
are you
what
saying
may happen.
strategically placed bases where though? Which countries are you mentioning?
Oh no, we don't need a place. I don't think we need to have another base anywhere else. I'm
Or a
saying
joint
draw
base,
back
or a
from.
joint base, or a joint base. A base is already there and joint with another country.
Where would we be needed at? Unless we're gonna no, we're I think we're sound and where
Oh,
we're
okay.
placed
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
I don't
That's what
think
I
we
was
need
getting.
anywhere
I was
else.
getting at.
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The sad thing is they keep saying he's
Hey,
a
Nazis,
Nazi or
racist.
racist, misspelled to not.
Yeah, to upset
Okay, I
everybody.
got
Yeah,
you.
I
I
got you.
got you. I
Yeah.
got you. I mean,
Yeah, they
people
keep
gonna
saying
continue to
all of
say
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
you
not gonna.
can't, if you're gonna go with that, and people are never gonna come together. I know you want everybody to come together. That's what you really want. And people are never gonna do that. And there's not gonna be one
They're
person
not.
that actually do that, because it's always gonna be opposing people, because you can't make everybody happy. You can't.
Right. But
Even
I think
all these things that are happening now to keep money in your pocket, people are not talking about. You know what I mean? I get there are
yeah.
other expenses that you want to come down, but there are things that, people who do overtime ain't got to get, taxed on.
$12,500. I think that's where,
Yeah,
and after
that's
that, you're gonna
money,
get taxed.
bro.
Yeah, I know, Kane. I know.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I'm
more.
happy.
You didn't
I'm
have it
happy
last
for
year. You didn't
I'm
have it
happy for
last
the
year.
relationship. Yes, I know.
You
That's
didn't have
cool.
it,
That's
but
a
now
good
you
thing.
got it this year.
That's a good thing.
People
That's
who
a
who
good thing.
buy American vehicles, get that tax write off for the who bought last year American vehicles. Nobody cares about that. That's more money in your pocket.
Mhm.
That's more money.
We
But
all need it.
yes, so it can go towards something that's more important, or whatever you need it to go towards. All these
Yeah.
little things. The money for the newborn babies who were born last year. All the babies that were born last year get $1,000. Nobody ain't talking about that.
That's a
Nobody cares.
beautiful thing.
Nobody
But
cares about that, man. That's more
look,
money. That's for the future generation.
I can say that either I said it earlier when we was talking, people either detest him almost
Yeah.
with the hate word,
Yes.
or they like him. That's it. It's no in between. If he
Yeah.
did something good for the American people, for everybody, they just can't find themselves to
Yeah.
give a compliment.
It's
That's why I
all in
think
the mind, bro. It's all in the
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Guarantee it's all in the mind, and you're not gonna be able to change them. And since you can't change them, you will never get what you're looking for, Mitch. Man, I wanted to be good for everybody to fix this and fix that. No matter what he does, nobody's gonna give him credit for it. Because there's so many millions of people that detest him, and so many people that love him. But there's so many that when you walk around, they kind of hush mouth. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna say anything because I know somebody's gonna come after me because I may like him. Or I like the ways that he's done.
That's an unpopular statement if you say,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I voted for him. Man, now my buddies, my job, they're like, hey, y'all know we'll be having good conversation. Y'all know Mitch voted for him. For who? I voted for President Trump. Yeah. Now I just say, yeah. Hey, what? One lady, and this lady is so awesome, so sweet older lady. She said, man, you were so nice and everything. Now I gotta look at you different. And I went to hug this lady every time I see her. And that's won't even give her a hug. So I gotta look at you different now. I said, oh man, well, God bless you, lady. Come on now. It's me. That's how some people are. That's how some people are. That's the truth.
Why do
I
you
know we
need
got
to
some more
know?
comments.
Yeah, I got you. Why do we need to know, your political affiliation and your religion to like you or not? Because some people, depending on where it's at, they either they like you or they don't like you. You know what I mean? Guarantee.
UK spend $100 billion a year on nuclear weapons. We not going to use. Hey. I hope y'all not, bro. Hey, Big J. No.
Appreciate it, Coconut.
Yes,
appreciate you, man.
100%.
Yeah, man.
You see what
Check
we
out
do.
some
We
of our
just
content, man.
Yeah, we just definitely.
Guarantee. Oh, and Coconuts, man. I don't know which one you're on, but we got two channels. One is just some questions that we pose for the family and everything. Just different questions about all kind of things. And then we have this podcast channel. This is Crimson Bros Network, and then you got Crimson Bros Questions. So yeah, appreciate you, bro. Guaranteed.
And Kane, let me see.
They want to cry about tariffs. Yep. They want to cry about everything. Guarantee. And that's true. Yep. For sure, man.
Okay, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kane, just talking openly too, the question channel people, he on the network. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's
I
up,
think
bro.
we got our next live. We got to pose some of those questions, man. And
all that we pose on the short channel. Yeah, because I be coming up with some crazy ones, man. It's a little of it's religious, and a little of it's relationships, and a little of it's society, and what black folks do. I be just trying to get the people going, and it's just to get people thinking, man. Because I know we all sometimes tend to think in a box, and I'm just trying to get you outside that box.
And you'll be surprised where you have people, even co-workers, they may have some of your same beliefs, and y'all might not talk much, or they could be totally night and day. Be like, man, just like the lady who I see every day, and I love seeing this older lady and talking to her, beautiful soul. But once they told her, and we were just joking around, say, hey, hey, Mitch voted for Trump. Boy, the look on her face. And she told me, I can't even look at you the same. She changed on me. I mean, it affected me a little bit. She's a sweet lady, but yeah, but that's just it'll be it's surprising, So but we just gotta see what's gonna happen though, Again, I feel you. Is America the police of the world? And even if we provide, like I don't think we need to put all of our resources in different things, but if we can help in the conflict to prevent the conflict before we put, money and millions of dollars in American lives at stake, maybe we can have diplomacy. That's still a thing. Negotiate something. Okay. I mean, we can do that also,
Yeah, that's true.
I am Turkish. We don't have nuclear weapons, but we have a magnificent army, unmanned combat systems, and citizens who are always ready to sacrifice their lives for their country. I am one of them. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. And Turkey is like right near where the hot zone is. So yeah, y'all be careful. Or I don't know if you're in that southern part or whatever, but yeah, I know that they're near that. They have some bases. We have some bases over there. I think Air Force or whatnot.
Yeah, maybe Turkey is part of NATO, right?
Yeah. So we have some stuff over there. So they may, try. They may try y'all. So y'all just be safe over there. Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely don't want nothing to happen. Yeah, because they trying. They definitely trying. But yeah.
Well, last resort, you're gonna do whatever you can do, man.
Yeah.
The ship going down. I'm gonna take as many people, the mentality, and then I can go to paradise. That's the mentality, the martyrdom, but hey, we appreciate it all. Yeah, we're gonna have to do these lives more.
Yeah, we do, man. And we don't have a certain stay safe and peace out. Yeah, you too, coconuts. Yeah, man, we don't have a set day and time, man. We just kind of jump on here, especially when we kind of like, trying to see what's going on, what's current, or maybe soliciting some good content, because we got so much that's out there, so much content that's out there, but the algorithm ain't pushing us. You know what I mean? Y'all might just ran across it because y'all was just scrolling or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, if y'all check us out, man, we got some good content. Leave some comments and everything. We do respond to the comments. We do.
Yes.
So definitely leave your comments on those different little topics, man. I think it'd be interesting, even to forward it to your friends or whatever, and get their take on maybe some of those topics too, man. Because I think they're kind of interesting, man. We try to go outside the box, and if you notice, you will see me. I'm the devil's advocate because I always try to find wiggle room in every little thing. You know what I mean? I will do that. I definitely would do that. Mitch always on the straight and narrow. Yeah,
I'm for the people. I'm for the people, baby. Let's go.
But me, yeah, I'm gonna try to find, yeah, you think that way, but what about this? So I'm that type of guy or whatever, just to kind of keep the conversation going and do that type thing. What we got right here?
It's good to
Good
find people
people
talking
talking.
sense on YouTube.
That's
Hey,
what's up, Jay. That's what's
roger
up.
that.
That's what's up. Guaranteed. Cellulite has some same issue. Cellulite, is that the Cellulite? Is that the
Is that
guy?
old boy from Arkansas?
Yeah, is that the
I believe
dude that
so.
was on our last live? Cellulite? I think
Yeah,
that
I think
was.
that was the brother from Arkansas. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
yeah,
Yeah, guarantee. Catch you soon. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm glad you
yeah,
stopped because a lot of people keep scrolling or whatever. But I'm glad you stopped and you
yeah.
ain't looking at them TikTok dances and stuff, man. Just having a good
Ah, but
conversation.
they were trying to hypnotize us. Don't look.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
Hey, I've
what's
seen this
happening,
person before.
godson?
What's up? What's up? What's cracking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
man.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
You ready to shut this down, bro? For
I
sure.
believe so, man. I'm because
Okay.
we gotta work, but we
Yeah.
blessed to have a job,
True.
But hey, we will tune in, y'all, and we will see what transpires with this conflict or war, because our boots are gonna go on the ground. I think boots are gonna have to go on the ground. I just don't want them to be ours. But I think that's where we're gonna have to lean towards, because after all this bombing is done, somebody's gonna have to be responsible for the people that's there, because they're going to be in the midst of a fight also. Where are their arms? You know, they can't just run in. This ain't going to be like January 6th where they just running in. No, these people, the government will kill their civilians. They will slaughter them. So something's going to have to be done to assist them. I just hope that hopefully NATO maybe can get involved, so it's multilateral countries, but we have yet to see what's going to happen. We got to take it day by day. Y'all be
Day by
safe
day,
if
man.
you're overseas somewhere.
Yeah, you got to guarantee. It's the uncomfortable truth, because that's our podcast. If y'all didn't know, that is Crimson Bros, me and Mitch, and we got Young TNT that usually drop in from time to time or whatever. Yeah, that's just us, man. The Crimson Bros Network, the uncomfortable truth. That's all I got. That's all you got.
Hey,
baby,
do something. Let's go. All right,
y'all.